Hi, it's Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a November 2025 budget layout as well as cash stuffing for the beginning of November. So let's go ahead and get started. So I take, my husband and I both get paid once a month. And so I take both of our paychecks, divide it, add them together, divide it by 2. So our income is $6,604. So this section right here is all of my envelopes. So would be what I would consider my wallet. So for groceries, $700, eating out $300, spending $200, gas $250, household $100, my mom, which I rolled money over, medicine for $100, miscellaneous for $50, entertainment for $150, personal care for $100, and date night for $50. And then my bills, this section over here, I did go ahead and cancel a few things, and I'm trying to cancel a few additional ones. So internet for $120, streaming, which we have DirecTV streaming instead of cable, for $130, Netflix. I know it went up, but I don't know what it went up to. So I just left 20 here. It might be 21. HBO for 11, Hulu for 21, our gym. So I sent an email to cancel the gym. Our gym went up, plus there's now a food and beverage minimum, which I haven't been to that gym, but my husband's been going, but we are switching gyms. So I don't know if I'm going to be charged to $75. It's really actually $87 now with the price increase, but hopefully I canceled it in time that I don't need to even pay this month, but we'll see. Car wash for $25, cell phone for $135. My granddaughter's $529, $100. My grandson's $529 will start pulling in December 1st. Our water service, which is like drinking water, is $98. I did lower that for this coming up month because now that there's just 2 of us, we don't need as much. Homeowners insurance of $185, car insurance for $300, property tax for $400. So these 3 bills are annual bills, and all I do is take the amount that I'm going to owe and add 15% because that's about what it goes up every year, and then divide it by 12 months I have to save for it, and that's where I came up with those numbers. HOA at $110. We did get notified that our HOA was going up, so instead of $105 pulling every month, it's now $110. Pest control for $35. Electricity, I estimate at $260. That's my average. So if I take all of our electricity bills for the year, divide it by 12 months, $260 is the average. I think it's going to be a little bit less than that, so I can start putting extra money aside to offset the summer months. Natural gas, this is the actual bill, is $40. Our water bill went up a little bit. And that's an actual, it's $115. Microsoft, which is my Excel program, is $15. Elements is $135. I did move this from a 1-hour session to a 90-minute. I always do 90-minute, but I had so many extra sessions on my account that I could just divide, but I no longer have that. So I'm now just paying the actual, what I'm using is $135. Audible for $17. Ali Edwards sub for $18. Apple $22. So this whole Apple thing is a Patreon. It's iCloud storage, it's Google Photo storage. I think that's it. So that equals to $22. A Coffee Monster sub, I just paid for this quarter. I think she's still doing it for next year, so I just start to add up to save for that. And then I did lower the Cocoa Daisy sub to $45. I think last month it was $60. So I canceled some things and combined some things. So should be $45 now. So total of our bills is $2,447. So on this sheet, it comes up here. So here's our income. Our bills is $2,447. Our cash envelopes is $200. And then sinking funds. So these 2 numbers subtract from the total income, and it leaves me with a total for sinking funds. So I kind of back into the sinking funds of $2,157. So when I look at sinking funds, I put $400 away each month for Christmas, $360 for auto maintenance and my registration. My cash envelopes, which you're going to see in just a minute, $740. vacation 200, medical for 400, and then I always just leave either 100 or whatever left as savings or just to kind of build up that cushion in my account. So medical, Christmas, and auto maintenance are transfers. And then the envelopes and vacation I pull out in cash. So I put everything on my Capital One credit card, and then with Capital One you can open savings accounts and there's no fees to it, which is nice. And the interest rate is much higher than what my credit union pays. So at the beginning of the month, I just transfer those balances over, and then when I need to, like for example, medical has been taking a hit, I just use my card for everything, and then I pay the card from that savings account. So this system has worked really well for me. I used to pull everything out, like all my bills and everything, and that was just a lot of going back and forth. So now I only do the ones I really have to monitor, which are these cash envelopes right here. This is where I overspend right here. And how I came up with the $740 that needed to come out is from my sinking fund. So I'm going to put 40 into beauty, 50 into clothing, 100 into journaling, 50 for my birthday, 100 for my daughter and son-in-law, 50 for my husband's birthday, 100 for my other daughters and her family, $200 for Thanksgiving, and then date night for 50. Now there's other cash that I pull out, but those are accounted for in the bills versus into the cash envelopes. So this amount is $740. And then this is how I break down my cash. So I pretty much break it down the same way every month, so this makes my life easy. There's just formulas in each one of these that, like, if I want 4 $100 bills, it calculates it so that what I am funding and what I am pulling out should equal. And sometimes it doesn't because I forget something, but I think we are going to be okay. I will have a little bit of extra money in my cash tray because I had some extra 5s and 1s for the end of October, and I just haven't pulled them out yet. So this is how I break out the money. This is what I needed in each denomination. So 11 100s, 9 50s, 68 20s, 12 10s, and 11 5s. I didn't need any 1s. Now in adding this up for the video, I realized I missed one of the 10s. So I should have pulled out, if you look at 7 plus 4 is 11, not 12. So I have extra 5, so I'll just, instead of one of the 10s, I'll put in 2 5s, so no big deal. So the back to bank, this is what I had on hand, and then this is what I pulled from my account, which was $960. So from there, I just calculate what I need. So I needed 5 100s, I needed 2 50s, 16, yeah, that's right, 16 20s and 4 10s. But if you look at my math there's a little error. Okay, so this is what I pulled out. This is what I go to the bank and just hand this to them. And then that's how I break out my cash. Okay, if you have any questions on how I break out my budget, how I decide on the cash or anything, please leave it down below. So my favorite part of the month is definitely cash stuffing. I feel very rich for a couple days until I start spending money again, and then I'm not so rich anymore. So let's get started. The sheet that I will need is this one. So this one tells me how I broke out everything. So I'm just going to kind of put this to the side right here. Bring the cash tray over. So I think when I added this up, it was $3,107, and what I need is $3,085. So I already know I have a little bit of extra money over here, which is fine. Okay, so let's get started with groceries. It's $700, and I do that as 4 100s, 4 50s, 4 20s, and 4 5s. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 455, 556, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 700. I did spend every dime of grocery money last month. Eating out gets 300, and I did that as 250s, 820s, and 410s. So I'm going to go ahead and do, since I'm short of 10, do the 2 5s. So 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 80, 90, 300. And then spending is 200. And I did that as 10 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Gonna do that again. 200. Gas gets 250, and I did that as 10 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 tenths. 4, 5. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now gas is one category that I have been coming under, which is intentional because anything I save out of gas or spending is going into my 100 envelope challenge. So I could lower that, but I think I'm just going to keep it because there have been months where I have gone, you know, right to the whole 250. And then the next one is household, which does have some money in here. So there's currently $50, and I'm going to add 100. So 20, 40, 60, 81. So now I have 150. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50. So I do need to update that, which I will do off camera. And then for medicine, I'm going to add 150. And I did that as 720s. Wait a minute. I don't think that's right. Yeah, medicine is only getting 100. So we'll do that as 520s. 20, 40, 60, 81. Okay, and I did have money left over. So I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 164. So I should have $50 extra cash that I will probably throw into either vacation or spending. And then personal care, I did 100. So normally, I did that as 520s. 3, 4, 5. I hope you cannot hear my husband. I don't know what he's doing in the garage, but like my wall is shaking. So, so personal care is 100, 20, 40, 60, 81, and that is empty. So I just got my hair cut and colored. So my next appointment will be in January. And then I can't get pedicures right now. So the only thing that needs to come out of this right now is the tip for my massage, which is on Tuesday. And that will be $40. So I know that I'm going to start building that up, because I know in January when I get my hair cut and colored, that's easily $200 plus. And then miscellaneous is getting $50. And I do have money in there. And this is probably the first time in a long time that I have not spent from miscellaneous, so very proud of myself. So in miscellaneous, we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, so 150. And then entertainment is getting 150. And the reason why I upped that is because my sister is in town. So I know we go out more when she's here, and she's here through the whole month of November. So I did 150, 520s. So 150. Now, so I know this is date night. I keep telling myself I've got to make some new envelopes. And then date night is getting 50. So 2 20s and a 10. And just if you're new, date night is when I go out with my husband. And then entertainment is when I go out with my children or my family, like my sisters, things like that. So I will use them interchangeably, but I try to keep money set aside for just my husband and I to go out. And let's see, that's everything for this one. So I rolled over the 40 for my mom. I really haven't been bringing her treats. She's been sleeping a lot. So again, if you're new here, my mom is in a memory support facility. Okay, so this binder is what I call occasion. So birthdays, holidays, things like that. So my envelope gets 50 and I have 100, so it's 150. My husband gets 50. So he now has 100. He just had his birthday. The Deckers is my daughter and son-in-law. They get 100, so now they have 300. So my daughter's birthday is in July, and then my son-in-law is October, and their anniversary is October. So I've got almost like 7 or 8 months to kind of rebuild this one up. The Cars is my other daughter and her family, and they get 100. So this one has been, I might need to start doing more because now there's 2 kids there, plus my son-in-law and my daughter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 470 is what I have in here now. And their anniversary is in December. I'll have to take for that. I'm not funding family, my niece's and nephew's birthday, my daughter's dog. I am putting in, okay, so Halloween I had 40 and I did not spend that. So I'm going to put 200 into Thanksgiving. So now I have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. I'm going to take the 40 for Halloween and put it in here. So now I have 340. I am hosting this year, so hopefully this is enough. And I do need a tracker in there, and I need to update those trackers. Okay. And then in this one, so these are what I call my short-term sinking funds. Like I know I'm going to spend the money. I'm just trying to keep money in here versus my long-term, which is, 6 months down the road or 3 months down the road. So for beauty, I'm going to put in 40. And I currently have 30. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then clothing is getting 50. And I did that. 2 20s and 2 5s. So 20, 40, 50. Now I did buy a bunch of t-shirts and sweatshirts a while ago, kind of wiped this one out, and now I have to return 4 things. So it's going to go credit back to my card, so I'll put more money back in here. And then planning and journaling is 100, and that is 5 20s, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one is more my really long term. So the first one is HOA, and that is 110. Actually, I made that change. Let me see. HOA. Oh, I did 120 and 2 5s. So instead of 105, I do 110. This is due again in January, so I fund for November, fund for December, and then put this back into the bank to pay the bill in January. And then pest control is 35. We should have service this month. So I currently have 70. My service is 95, and that's quarterly. I kind of got off track. I don't know what happened one month, but now I'm kind of always surprised when they tell me I have service. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 105. So I've got a little bit extra in there, just in case there's another price increase, which I'm getting kind of used to. So anything under the 260 that is my bill, any discrepancy between 260 and what my actual bill is will go into electricity, and then vacation is getting 200. So I've been just taking extra money and putting it into here. We are going to Vegas next month, so now I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, and 1,105. 1,105 in vacation. Let me see if I forgot anything. 40. Okay, yeah. So this is the extra 50 that I was going to put into medicine. I think I will go ahead and put that into vacation. Okay, so now I have 1,155. Vacation. Now, from this, we don't need to pay for a hotel. We'll need gas, food, entertainment money while we're there. And that is it. And then this money is actually excess money from October. So I'm going to put that in my rollover envelope. My rollover envelope is just to give myself change when I am paying myself back. So there's currently $50 in here. I'm going to add this money in. And now I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 72 is in my rollover. Okay, that is everything. So I will, when I set up my budget book, which is the Erin Condren 5x7, or 9x7 monthly, I will go ahead and update like where I rolled money over so that when I'm taking money out, it doesn't confuse me, because it will. If I think I put in 100, but there's really 162, then that's something I'll need to make sure that I'm balancing out. So that is everything for this video. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. If you have not already subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.